Huskey here with Daily Life of a Student Athlete. Hi, I'm Jordan. Today we have Kaia Richardson. So Kaia is part of Bridgewater women's soccer team. She is a freshman. She saw action in about 16 games this year, and she also started in 8. She scored 2 goals and had 1 assist. Her very first career goal was in a win over Averett. How are you today, Kaia?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. Basically, what the show is about is just to tell a little bit of daily life of a student athlete. And with you being a part of the women's soccer team, can you give us a little bit of insight about how your season went personally?
The season started off pretty rocky. We were losing every game that we started off. So we were on a 4-game losing streak. But then somehow, somewhere, we would come together. And towards the end, we were on a 7-game winning streak. So that was a crazy turnaround. And then we made it all the way to the semifinals. And lost in overtime. But we lost in overtime to the team that won it all. So honestly, we did pretty good.
Yeah, I put up a good fight, I see. So next year, what are your plans as being a rising sophomore? How do you see the season coming?
We have a lot of strong freshmen coming in, so I feel like for us being a young team, we're again going to have our struggles, but I feel like once we find a little click and we all come together again, I feel like we might win the ODAT.
So what do you do in order to practice? You say that you have strong freshmen coming in. What are you going to do with the freshmen that are coming in since you're losing a lot of seniors?
I'm hoping that the coach will let them know the regimen that we're on right away, let them know what we do at practices and who will be doing this and that at practices. So I hope that he'll let them know that when we do lift, right off the bat, we're grinding.
We'll be able to tell them those things as well.
Yes, I'm very, very, very outgoing and I speak my piece sometimes. So I'm willing to tell the coach and stuff what has to be done.
That's a lot for a sophomore. You see your voice being heard over even the seniors, the past sophomores, juniors.
I feel like for me, especially being of a different race than everybody else, they're automatically going to have to look at me differently. So it's might as well I'm going to get my voice out there. And feel yeah, they're going to have to look at me, and yeah, they're going to have to hear me.
So tell me, your major.
I am a communications major.
So you want to do something in sports with editing?
I hope so. That's what I plan on.
Have the great personality for the camera.
Yeah, that's what they all say, but once that camera hits me, I do get a little camera shot, or with oral comm and all that class. Once I speak, I tend to look around and get a little nervous, but I do a good job behind the scenes. So.
That's great. So your dream job is to be what?
A sports analysis for a major ESPN or any other type of major sports.
Okay. Any upcoming freshmen or anybody that's either in your major or out of your major, how are you able to go on to this year with your major?
My first tip is to have a calendar, because you can just have something you can look at and set goals with on a whiteboard. You'll be able to manage class easier. So I will say for me, people always put it in they always say, oh, you can put it in your book and stuff. I think a calendar works best. That's one tip for being better in school.
Explain to us, what do you do outside of soccer?
For me, I will say soccer does take up a lot of my time. I will say I end soccer and end everything at 6, and then sometimes if there's if we have games and stuff, we have to have curfew, so it's kind of we can't go out on certain days and stuff like that. But for me, it's all about how you manage time. So I feel I manage time to where I can hang out with my friends, do my homework, be able to just chill till 9, 10 o'clock, and then find my sleeping patterns and stuff. So I am fine being busy, and then I do have those off days. The Sundays you always have off days, so it's figure out what you want to do on Sundays, and then once you figure out your schedule, then you're gonna have more time once you figure it out.
What about after the season ends? So what do you do? Any clubs or organizations that you're in, or any type of jobs?
No, I have not in any clubs or any types of jobs, but I would love to find a job, but for me, it has been hard. I will say, because I'm very social and out there, I do love to be hanging out with groups of people on the weekends and chill and have some laid-back nights in dorm rooms and stuff. So that's what I do. Once the season ended, I just hung out with a lot of friends every single day.
That sounds exciting. So tell me one thing you love about being a student athlete and one thing
One thing I love about being a student athlete is being able to hang out with other student athletes and being able to relate with them and just I feel the student athletes, they always understand what you had to go through in high school to get where you are now. And it's kind of we're all on the grind sometimes. So it's nice to where if you see one of your friends who's a student athlete who's grinding on the court, on the field, it just boosts you up in your sport to do better too. So one thing I don't like about a student athlete is that sometimes things can be unpredictable with scheduling. It's they can never stay on track. And it's like if you have an away game and then something happens, it's like you got to manage your time around that. And it's like teachers tend to like forget that you're a student athlete sometimes, and they like mark you absent, and it's kind of just a whole fiasco you got to deal with to handle that situation. So,
can you give us an example of have you ever been through any of those situations before?
So recently, I had a soccer game that we had to leave class at like 12, and I had Spanish, and she marked me absent. And in some classes, you have to, like, a roll call and attendance is a grade. So even though the dean emailed her and let her know that I wasn't going to be here, she still marked me absent, and that dropped, like, a whole letter grade for me. And then it took, like, 2 weeks for her to understand I had a soccer game, and I just didn't skip class. Teachers are so adamant about you being there. It's like some teachers are harsher than others, so it's like, let them know day one, when you walk into class, you are a student athlete and you play sport, or they will kind of just think you're just skipping the skip.
So tell me your daily schedule, like every day, what you do, like from school to the sport.
Oh man. Okay, so normally throughout the whole school year so far, I've had 9 a.m. classes. I haven't had any 8 a.m. So I would wake up at 9 a.m., go to classes Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays till about 2, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays. Last semester, I didn't have any classes, so I will say all I did was sleep all the way up to lifting practice. And then Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
So wait, why didn't you have any classes? I'm so confused.
Because it's like weird, because it's like if you have like 5 classes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Oh, so you had that.
Yeah, so okay. I was booked all the way from 9 a.m. to 2.
Oh, okay.
So where Tuesdays and Thursdays I didn't have anything.
That's probably a good way to push everything out.
That Tuesdays and Thursdays were pretty much recovery for me. And so Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I would have maybe an hour nap after my last class, but then I would have lift, and then from lift you would have to go to soccer. And so after soccer I would go straight to the K, and straight from the K I would do homework, and then I would just go to sleep. So that was pretty much my days on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll occasionally go to the park and work out. It's a hit or miss or how I'm feeling. So with the soccer team, we do a lot of I volunteered for this semester. I volunteered at the retirement home. So it's like a group type situation. So we have 4 groups, and every Monday each group will go. So last week I went, and so I just played games with them for an hour, get to know them, get to understand. If they some were alumni from Bridgewater, so it's cool that they kind of look up to us, like, oh, this is the generation that's keeping Bridgewater strong and stuff. So I do that on Mondays at around 6 to 7 off season. So
good. I know that people love to see athletes and other younger generation of this college come to school. So that's great. Oh yeah, and they're very, very competitive too. Do not think they will let up easy on you when it comes to a card game.
Yeah. One girl got so mad, one old lady got so mad that I kept beating her in Connect 4 that she was just like, can you go play this again?
That's all for today. Thank you, Kaia. Thank you so much for coming out.
Me. Thank you.
This is Daily Life of a Student Athlete. I'm Diamond. And I'm Jordan. Thanks for coming out, Kaia.
Sweet. Thank you.